What's going on YouTube? Back again to discuss a little bit of boxing and the main event from Madison Square Gardens, KatieTaylor versus Amanda Serrano. And it was a classic and it kind of went the way that I expected it to go. And I knew there was going to be a little bit of controversy, And it lived up to expectations. If you look at the first round, it went just how I was saying it would go. Taylor in and out on her feet, using the jab like to perfection. It was good, and it was a bit concerning for the first round because I was thinking, is Serrano even going to get close to her? But what Serrano was trying to do, she was just trying to stalk her and time her with some blows, and then you could see what the plan was, but it wasn't working because the footwork of Taylor was just 10 out of 10. It was brilliant, and I was thinking, I don't know how Serrano was going to get close to her, but eventually, for every round, she was just getting closer and closer. And then, if you know about Serrano, you know that her power is just on a different level. And I knew once Taylor got hit, it was going to change her game plan, and it did. Once she got hit and she tasted a bit of that power, she just started backing up. And then from the first, midway through the first round onwards, it was just Serrano just trying to cut off the ring and following her around. I mean, in the judges' eyes, they could be scoring most of the rounds for her like that because it looks like you're the hunter and your prey's just backing up on the back foot. But saying that, Taylor was in and out, good footwork, hitting her with some jabs, and then coming off with a few combos here and there. But that was how I saw the first few rounds going. But then you could see that Taylor started to slow down because the power from Serrano, you could see that it was affecting her slightly, and it got to her. Most people that fight Serrano talk about her power, and she's got it in abundance. But yeah, she caught her a few times, and then basically she was just fighting off the back foot. It's kind of similar to how Floyd used to fight certain times, but she was very accurate with it, and it was living up to expectations. And yeah, it was a good first few rounds. But then I could see that Serrano was tagging her a bit too much, and Taylor didn't like it. By the third round, you could see there was like points she was visibly hurt, but it started to like liven up really. I'd say by the fourth and then the fifth, she was literally out on her feet, and I thought this is when I thought the fight was over. I thought Serrano was just gonna end it because she was wobbling her all over the ring from like nearly midway through. And the thing was, they were asking for 3-minute rounds for this fight. If it was 3 minutes per round, she wouldn't have got out of the fifth round. It was that crazy. She was just out on her feet. She just needed another like 10 or 20 seconds in the fight. It would have been all over for her. But Taylor's a warrior, she stayed in there, she hung in, and then she kind of regrouped by about the seventh round. And I think Serrano sort of missed the chance to get her out of there because she kind of took her foot off the gas. And I don't know if maybe she was even tiring herself because she was just following her around the ring all the time and trying to time her, and she was hitting her with some big shots. And then at the end of the day, they're human, they're gonna get tired. So I personally think she took her foot off the gas because she was getting a little bit tired. But Taylor came back, she got her second wind, and yeah, she got back in there. But you could see that I personally think if she got caught with a clean combo, I think she would have dropped, because there was twice in the fight. There was the fifth round, and off the top of my head, I can't remember because I'm just still up from watching it now. But she got wobbled badly, and but she just couldn't put her away. So if you're gonna beat the champion, I suppose you got to rip it off the champion's waist. So, and she kind of never done it. But I wasn't scoring each round, but at the end of it, I personally thought that Serrano just might have done enough. But I can understand the judges I could understand it going either way, to be honest, because Taylor was always there and she was fighting, and she was also hitting Serrano with a lot of good shots. She was in and out, and the last round was crazy. They just stood in the middle of the ring and just banged it out. It was nuts. But it was the best women's fight I've seen so far. Everyone was there. Clarissa Shields, and all the celebs are out for this fight. It was a great event, and yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it. And I suppose if you're gonna fight the champion, you got to rip it off her waist. But Taylor's still champion.